Good afternoon, kids. This is Miss Davy and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to have a special session and I call this one Review with me, Miss Davy. Today we are going to review the concepts that you have learned during the first quarter, and these are the respiratory system, circulatory system, and this includes the structure, the functions of the structure, and also the effects of lifestyle, which includes the different diseases of both the pulmonary and the cardiovascular system. This review session is made up of two parts, and all of these questions are in multiple choice type. So all you have to do is to key in the correct answer on the comment section. So type your answers on the comment section so you can also interact with me as you play this video. Please be honest in answering these questions. Do not open your notebooks or your books so that you can really assess what you have learned during the first quarter. You will be given 30 seconds for each question, and when the time is up, the correct answer will be flashed, and we are going to have a brief discussion or explanation as to why that is the correct answer. Are you guys ready? Alright, question number 1. A respiratory disease that stimulates the increased secretion of mucus due to an irritant reaching the bronchi and bronchioles. Is it A, asthma, B, bronchitis, C, emphysema, or D, pneumonia? Please key in your answer on the comment section. Alright, the correct answer to this one is B, bronchitis. Okay, your clue words here on the question is the bronchi and bronchioles. So, the secretion of mucus in the bronchi and bronchioles is none other than bronchitis. Question number 2. Why does the blood turn dark red as it circulates throughout the body? Is it A, the blood naturally turns dark red as it moves away from the heart? B, the blood gives off carbon dioxide and nutrients to the body cells and picks up oxygen? C, the blood gives off oxygen to the body cells and pick up carbon dioxide and waste materials? Or D, the blood is composed of red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets that collectively appears dark red during circulation? Please key in your answer on the comment section. Okay, so the reason why the blood is turning dark red as it circulates the body because it has already dropped off the oxygen in the body cells, and as it goes along, as it travels back to the heart, it picks up carbon dioxide and other waste materials. Okay? So the correct answer to this one is letter C. The blood gives off oxygen to the body cells and picks up carbon dioxide and waste materials. Question number 3. Why does the body need oxygen? A, for eliminating waste products. B, for neutralizing carbon dioxide buildup. C, for fighting disease-causing microorganisms. Or D, for burning digested food to provide energy for the body. Key in your answer on the comment section. Alright, so the correct answer to this one is letter D, for burning digested food to provide energy to the body. Question number 5. Ventricles are two lower chambers of the heart that functions mainly for pumping blood. Which of the following statements is true concerning the ventricles? A. Left ventricle pumps blood to the lung via systemic circuit. B. Right ventricle pumps blood to the lung via pulmonary circuit. C. Left ventricle pumps blood to the body, including the lung, via pulmonary circuit. Or D. Right ventricle pumps blood to the body, excluding the lung, via systemic circuit. Please key in your answer on the comment section. Okay, so let us have a quick recap of the sides of the heart. The right side of the heart has the deoxygenated blood, or the blood with carbon dioxide, and it moves blood through the lungs through the pulmonary circuit. And then the left side of the heart has the oxygenated blood, or the blood with oxygen, and it moves blood to the body through the systemic circuit. So A is wrong. Left ventricle pumps blood to the lung via systemic circuit because left ventricle doesn't pump blood to the lung. B, right ventricle pumps blood to the lung via the pulmonary circuit. Okay, this one is tama ba? Right ventricle pumps blood to the lung? Yes, and through the pulmonary circuit? Yes. Let's see the other options. Left ventricle pumps blood to the body? That is true, including the lung via the pulmonary circuit, which is wrong because left ventricle pumps blood to the body through the systemic circuit. And letter D, right ventricle pumps blood to the body, excluding the lung, via systemic circuit. Again, the right ventricle pumps blood to the lungs through the pulmonary circuit. So the correct answer to this one is letter B. Right ventricle pumps blood to the lung via the pulmonary circuit. Question number 5. Complete the analogy. Respiratory system is to asthma, is to circulatory system, is to blank. A. Arteriosclerosis, B. Dengue, C. Emphysema, D. Pneumonia. Key in your answer on the comment section. Okay, let us do elimination method. We are very sure that dengue is not part of this analogy because dengue is not a disease of either the respiratory or the circulatory system. So let's eliminate dengue. And we all know that emphysema and pneumonia are lung or pulmonary diseases. So these are all respiratory diseases. So it leaves us to one last option, which is the arteriosclerosis. And from the word arterio, which is the artery, and it pertains to your circulatory system. So the answer is A, arteriosclerosis. Question number 6. The respiratory tract is composed of organs where air flows through the body. Which of the following parts has a role in respiration but is not part of the respiratory tract? Is it A, trachea, B, diaphragm, C, bronchioles, or D, nasal cavities? Key in your answer on the comment section. Okay, so let's do elimination method. Trachea, bronchioles, and nasal cavities are all part of the respiratory tract, meaning the air flows into this part directly. However, the diaphragm is a muscle which helps in the respiration process, which helps in the breathing process, but the air does not directly flow into this. So the correct answer to this one is letter B, diaphragm. Question number 7. How will you prevent the diseases in the respiratory system and circulatory system? Is it A, cigarette smoking, alcohol drinking, regular exercise? Is it B, balanced diet, regular exercise, adequate rest, and proper hygiene? Is it letter C, regular exercise, cigarette smoking, balanced diet, and regular health checkup? Or is it D, adequate rest, proper hygiene, excessive alcohol drinking, or physical screening? Please type in your answer on the comment section. Okay, this is a very easy question. Let's do elimination method. Of course, those options with cigarette smoking and excessive alcohol will not be the correct answer, so they should be eliminated because we all know that these activities lead to the circulatory system and respiratory system diseases. So the correct answer to this one is letter B, balanced diet, regular exercise, adequate rest, and proper hygiene. Question number 8. The heart is a hollow muscular organ about the size of your fist. Which of the numbered parts pumps oxygenated blood? Is it A2? Is it B3? Is it C6? Or is it D7? Look at the diagram and analyze the diagram on the right side. And also don't forget to key in your answer on the comment section. Alright, let us analyze the question. Which of the numbered parts pumps? So the word pumps has something to do with the structure of the heart or the chambers of the heart. Remember, the pumping chambers of the heart are the ventricles. Now, there are two ventricles. We have the right ventricle and the left ventricle. The right ventricle is that it's the number 3 and the left ventricle is the number 7. Next, it should pump oxygenated blood. So you have to recall which side of the heart has the oxygenated blood, and this is the left side of the heart. So the correct answer to this one is letter D, 7, or the left ventricle. Question number 9. How do the respiratory system and circulatory system work together? Is it A, the respiratory system and circulatory system produce gases and nutrients that allow our body to properly grow and develop? B, circulatory system picks up every waste material produced by the cells, then deliver it to the respiratory system for expulsion out of the body. C, circulatory system delivers oxygen and nutrients acquired and processed by the respiratory system to the different parts of the body. Or D, respiratory system acquires oxygen that is transported by the circulatory system to the body parts and pick up carbon dioxide to be expelled again by the respiratory system. Please key in your answer on the comment section. Okay, let us try to analyze each of the options below. A, respiratory system and circulatory system produce gas and nutrients. Of course, nutrients are not produced, okay? that allow our body to properly grow and develop. The nutrients that we get from the food that we eat is being processed by your digestive system. So there is something wrong with option letter A. B, circulatory system picks up every waste material produced by the cells and deliver it to the respiratory system for expulsion out of the body. So this is somehow correct. Okay, so let's have B on the side first. Let's letter C, circulatory system. Letter C, circulatory system delivers oxygen and nutrients acquired and processed by the respiratory system to the different parts of the body. So C is also somehow correct but not entirely complete, just like letter B. Or letter D, respiratory system acquires oxygen that is transported by the circulatory system to the body parts and pick up carbon dioxide to be expelled again by the respiratory system. So if we are going to choose among letters B, C, and D, the correct answer or the best answer, it's none other than letter D. The respiratory system acquires oxygen that is transported by the circulatory system to the body parts and pick up carbon dioxide to be expelled again by the respiratory system. Since letter D has the complete statement regarding the function of the respiratory and the circulatory system. Question number 10. In which respiratory structure does exchange of gases takes place? A. Alveoli, B. Bronchiole, C. Pharynx, D. Trachea. Please key in your answer on the comment section. Alright, let's do elimination method again. Bronchioles is actually where the air flows. So, daanan siya ng hangin. Pharynx, same. Daanan lang po ng hangin. D, trachea, daanan lang ng hangin. So, it leaves us with the last option, the alveoli. And the alveoli is where the exchange of the oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. So, the correct answer is letter A. Question number 11. What is the chronic respiratory condition that causes difficulty in breathing due to the inflammation of the airways? Is it A, asthma, B, bronchitis, C, emphysema, or D, pneumonia? Please key in your answer on the comment section. Alright, so the clue word here is the inflammation or pamamaga of the airways. Okay, so this is an example of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. And the answer to this one is letter A, asthma. Question number 12. Which of the following is the correct sequence of how heartbeat occurs? 1. The AV node sends an impulse into the ventricles. 2. The SA node sends out an electrical impulse. 3. The lower heart chambers or the ventricles contract or pump. 4. The upper heart chambers or the atria contract. And 5. The SA node sends another signal to the atria to contract, which starts the cycle all over again. Please key in your answer on the comment section. This question shows the electrical pathway or the conduct pathway of impulses or signals inside the heart or in the heart. Now, it will all start with the SA node. The SA node or the sinoatrial node acts as a pacemaker, or it's like a switch. This is where everything starts with. Now, the SA node sends out an electrical impulse, and this will make your upper heart chambers or atria to contract. Now, the electrical impulse or signal will be passed on to the AV node or the atrioventricular node, which sends an impulse to the ventricles, allowing the ventricles to contract this time. And then, the last is that the SA node sends another signal again to the atria to contract, then to the AV node to let the ventricles contract also. Then the cycle will start over and over and over again. So the correct answer to this one is 2, 4, 1, 3, 5. Question number 13. Why artery is structurally made up of thicker wall than the rest of the types of the blood cells? So you can use the image here on the left to analyze more on the three types of blood cells, which are the artery, the veins, and the capillaries. So the question here is, why is artery structurally made of thicker walls? Is it A, to withstand blood flowing at high pressure as it leaves the heart? B, to ensure that no blood will escape as it flows back to the heart? C, to keep the one-way flow of the blood as it circulates in the systemic and pulmonary circuits? Or D, to maintain low blood pressure, preventing any disease related to the circulatory system? Please key in now your answers on the comment section. Okay, let's have a recall of the differences between the artery, the vein, and the capillary. Arteries have thicker walls and smaller lumen or smaller opening. Veins have thin wall and they have a very large lumen. And capillary has the thinnest wall among the three and very tiny lumen. The reason why the artery has thick elastic wall and a narrow lumen or small lumen is to withstand high pressure as it leaves the heart. So that's the only reason. Now, the veins do not need a thicker wall because it is moving under low pressure. So the correct answer is letter A, to withstand blood flowing at high pressure as it leaves the heart. Use the diagram on the right side to analyze question number 14. Veins have structure called valve as labeled in the diagram. Why is valve important in blood circulation? Is it A, to regulate blood pressure and blood circulation? B, to efficiently carry the oxygenated blood away from the heart? C, to prevent backflow of blood that can interrupt blood circulation? Or D, to ensure that materials will be transported properly in all parts of the body? Kindly key in your answer on the comment section. Let us recall the concept of a valve. Remember, diba, your heart is also made up of 4 different valves. And your vein has also valves in it. So what is the function of a valve? The valve prevents the backflow of blood so that it will not interrupt any blood circulation. So the correct answer to this one is letter C. Analyze the diagram on the left side. to be able to answer question number 15. Which of the following parts aids in respiration by closing the pathway of air whenever food or liquid is swallowed? A2, B3, C5, D6. Key in your answer on the comment section. Okay, so let us do elimination method. What are the choices or options that we can eliminate first? Okay, so we can eliminate 5 because 5 has nothing to do with the food or liquid that is being swallowed because this is the nasal cavity. We don't put our food or liquid inside our nose. Okay, and also we can eliminate number 6 because 6 is larynx. It has something to do with the vibrations of sound, and this is where air passes through. Now, the question here is which of the following parts aids in respiration by closing the pathway? So, meaning it has something to do with the swallowing. So, we only have 2 and 3. So, 2 is pharynx, while 3 is the epiglottis. So, pharynx is your throat or the back of your mouth. This is where the food is being dumped as you swallow it. So, it is not the pharynx which helps in the closing of the pathway of air. It is the epiglottis, which is number 3. Okay? So, the correct answer is letter B. Use the figure on the right to analyze and answer question number 16. Which of the numbered parts is the site of gas exchange? Is it A4, B7, C9, or D10? Please key in your answer in the comment section. So which of the following options can we eliminate first? Okay, so let's do number 4. So 4 is the diaphragm. So as we all know, the diaphragm aids in the respiration process. It is a muscle, but the air doesn't flow directly in the diaphragm. So we can eliminate number 4. B7, 7 is the trachea, and we all know the trachea is the passageway of air as well. So this is not where the site of gas exchange happens. Now, letter C, 9, that is your bronchioles. Again, another pathway of air. So that leaves us with the last one, which is number 10. And 10 is your alveoli. So we have already answered this one on the previous question. Alveoli is the site of gas exchange. And in this structure, in this diagram, alveoli is number 10. The correct answer is letter D. Use the diagram on the left side to answer question number 17. Which structure is known as the windpipe and has incomplete rings of cartilage? Is it A3? Is it B5? Is it C7 or D9? Please key in your answer in the comment section. Alright, so we are looking for the windpipe and has incomplete rings of cartilage. So let's do elimination. What are the numbers that we can eliminate here or the options that we can eliminate? So we know that A3 is the epiglottis. So it is not a windpipe nor it has incomplete rings of cartilage. And 5 is the nasal cavity. We do not have incomplete rings of cartilage there, and that is not also the windpipe. So it's only 7 and 9. So 9 is your bronchioles and 7 is your trachea. So the correct answer to this one is number 7 or letter C. C is the trachea or the windpipe and it has the incomplete rings of cartilage. Please use the image on the right side or the figure on the right side to answer question number 18. Which part is also called as the voice box, which contains the vocal cords that enable us to produce sound? Is it A4, B6, C7, or D8? Please key in your answer in the comment section. Okay, so let's do elimination method first. So what are the numbers that we can eliminate or the options that we can eliminate? Okay, we can eliminate number 4, letter A, because this is the diaphragm and the diaphragm is not your voice box. We can also eliminate number 7 because we already know that number 7 is your windpipe or trachea. That leaves us with number 8 and number 6. So 8 is your bronchi. It is not your voice box because this is not where your vocal cords are. So the correct answer to this one is number 6 or letter B. That is your larynx. Question number 19. Which of the following lifestyles will help you prevent acquiring circulatory and respiratory systems related diseases? 1. Adequate rest. 2. Regular exercise. 3. Alcohol drinking. 4. Balanced diet. 5. Regular health checkup. 6. Cigarette smoking. Is it A, 1, 3, 4, and 5? B, 3, 4, 5, and 6? C, 1, 2, 4, and 5? And D, 2, 4, 5, and 6? Key in your answer in the comment section. Alright, so let's do elimination method. So which of the following should be eliminated? Okay, so we have here the 6 different lifestyles. So of course, we can eliminate the negative lifestyle, which are number 3, alcohol drinking, and 6, cigarette smoking. So those options with 3 and 6 can now be eliminated. So that is not the correct answer. So as you all know, we have A, there's number 3 and A. B, there's also number 3 and 6. And letter D, there is number 6. So that leaves us with only one option left, and that is letter C. So the correct answer is letter C. Question number 20. Smoking is the common cause of emphysema. Which situation will happen when you quit smoking immediately? A, the blood in your lungs will lack oxygen. B, the amount of oxygen in your lungs will decrease. C, the blood pressure in your pulmonary artery will increase. D, the amount of oxygen in your bloodstream will ultimately increase. Key in your answer in the comment section. Okay, so let's choose the options that we can eliminate. We can eliminate A because the blood in your lungs will lack oxygen. It will not happen when you quit smoking. Okay. B, the amount of oxygen in your lungs will decrease. Of course, that is not true. C, the blood pressure in your pulmonary artery will increase. The blood pressure has something to do with your blood and the circulatory system. So this is not related to your respiratory system. So the correct answer to this one is letter D. The amount of oxygen in your bloodstream will ultimately increase. Question number 21. Which of the following shows the correct pathway of blood during pulmonary circulation? A. Lung to pulmonary vein to left atrium to bicuspid valve to left ventricle to aortic valve to aorta to tissues. B. Lung to pulmonary artery to right atrium to tricuspid valve to right ventricle to aortic valve to aorta to tissues. C. Superior and inferior vena cava to right atrium to tricuspid valve to right ventricle to pulmonary valve to pulmonary artery to lung. And D. Superior and inferior vena cava to left atrium to bicuspid valve to left ventricle to pulmonary valve to pulmonary vein to lung. Key in your answer in the comment section. Okay, let's do elimination method. So let's try to analyze the question first. Which is the correct pathway of blood during pulmonary circulation? So as we all know, the side of the heart that is involved in the pulmonary circulation is the right side of the heart. Another thing is that it doesn't start with the lungs, it actually ends with the lungs. So we can now remove or eliminate A and B since it starts with the lungs. So this is not correct. Now it leaves us with C and D. So again, the right side of the heart is the one involved in the pulmonary circulation, and the only option with the right side of the heart or the right part of the heart is letter C. So the correct answer is C, superior and inferior vena cava, to the right atrium, to the tricuspid valve, to right ventricle, to pulmonary valve, to pulmonary artery, and to the lungs. Okay? Question number 22. How can you protect yourself from contracting COVID-19? A. Not wearing face masks for better ventilation. B. Frequent hand washing and social distancing. C. Going outside your home and play with friends. Or D. Attending social gatherings and Zumba sessions. Please key in your answer in the comment section. Okay, so this is actually really easy. It's an easy question because as we all know, we are in the midst of the pandemic and we are always reminded of what to do so that we cannot contract or we will not have the COVID-19 virus. So I know all of you will get this one correctly. So the correct answer is, of course, frequent hand washing and social distancing. Okay, question number 23. Use the figure on the left side to answer this question. Which part of the human heart receives deoxygenated blood? Is it A, 2, B, 3, C, 6, or D, 7? Please key in your answer in the comment section. Okay, so to be able to answer this question, recall the side of the heart. So which side of the heart has the deoxygenated blood or blood with carbon dioxide? That is your right side. So in elimination, if we're going to use elimination method, we can now eliminate number 6 and 7 because they are on the left side. So that leaves us with 2 and 3. So the receiving chamber of your heart is none other than the atria or the atrium, but we are on the right side, so we are going to answer number 2, which is the right atrium. Okay, next question. Use the diagram on the right side to answer question number 24. Which part of the human heart is the largest artery of the body? Is it A1, B4, C5, or D8? Please key in your answer in the comment section. This is an easy question. Alright, let's do elimination method. So when we say artery, it is a blood vessel that carry oxygenated blood away from the heart. So we are looking at something that is big and also red in color because it contains the oxygenated blood. And 1, it's a large structure but it's blue in color, meaning it's a vein. And then 4 is also large, carrying deoxygenated blood because this is blue in color. And C is 5, D is 8. So the answer is very obvious in this question. So the correct answer is letter C, 5, which is the aorta. Question number 25. You may use the image on the left side to answer this question. Which of the following receives blood from the head, neck, upper extremities, and thorax and delivers it to the right atrium of the heart? Is it A1, B4, C5, or D8? Key in your answer in the comment section. Let us try to analyze the question first. So it says here, receives blood from the head, neck, upper extremities, and thorax. So meaning upper part of your body before it passes the blood to the right atrium of the heart. Again, the right side of the heart has the deoxygenated blood or the blood with carbon dioxide. So what receives this kind of blood first before it can be passed on to the right atrium? So we can eliminate first the one which is number 5, the aorta, because it does not receive deoxygenated blood. We can also remove number 8 because that is your septum and it doesn't receive the deoxygenated blood. So that leaves us with 1 and 4. But again, we are being asked about the blood that is on the upper part of our body. So that leaves us with only one answer, and this is very obvious. The answer is number 1, the superior vena cava. So that ends the part 1 of our review with me, Miss Davy. So click the link on the description box below so that you can be redirected on the part 2 of this review session. Don't forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you and goodbye.